And I'm Daxter Cap. Oh.
Welcome to Senior High School. I'm Brindley Wolf.
And I'm...
Welcome to Marysville Junior Senior High School. I'm Brindley Wolf.
And I'm Daxter Cap.
And today we are here at a wrestling duel for an NCKL Showdown against Wamego. First off, we'll have the girls wrestling, following will be the JV boys, and then after will be the varsity boys.
For our starting lineup for the girls, for varsity, it'll be a 100 pounds Piper Edwards, who's a sophomore. 105 will be open. 110 pounds Alila Shoemaker, who's a sophomore. 115 pounds Eliana Sevilla, who is a junior. 120 pounds Carly Throm, junior. 125 pounds Reese Wassenberg, who is a sophomore. 130 pounds Katie Brashears, who is a sophomore. 135 pounds will be open. At 140 pounds, we'll have Emily Martin, who is a sophomore. At 145 pounds, it'll be open. 155 pounds, Bristol Swearingen, who is a freshman. At 170 pounds, we'll have an open. At 190 pounds, we'll have an open. And at 235 is Isabella Esslinger, who is a freshman.
This year we also have a lot of young wrestlers, but we also have returning Carly Throm, who placed at state last year.
I think this year so far it'll start off pretty well. Obviously there's a new coach who's Coach Landall. So far the wrestlers say he's been promising and he's been doing really well. I actually had a talk to him earlier today. He said that mainly their focus has been lately since their tournament in Riley. It has been fundamentals, moving while in neutral, and basically focusing on where your footwork is and the motion is from the footwork.
And I also have him in class, and he is always trying to make us better no matter what it is.
There's also some returning coaches. Rick, I think people just call him Coach Rick, and then we also have Coach Gepfert, Coach Cromie, and I think that's it. And a lot of old alumni wrestlers have been returning too to come practice with the wrestlers and help improve their skill and ability there.
Before we get started, we would like to ask
So far we've cleared the mat.
Oh. As we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
think we're getting ready to start off with the girls wrestling. They're about to announce all the players. So far, it looks like Marysville's pretty pumped up right now for their first duel.
Welcome to tonight's duel. The format for this evening will be the girls' duel, followed by 2 exhibition matches, followed by the boys' duel. Coaches, are you ready for introductions? All right, at 100 for the Raiders, Peyton Brazell. For the Bulldogs,
Peyton Brazell at 100 for the Wamego Raiders. And Piper Edwards for 100.
For the Raiders, Sydney Bollinger.
Sydney Volley for 105 for the Red Raiders. You got this
At
one.
110 for the Raiders.
At 110 for the Raiders.
For the Bulldogs, Layla Schoonmaker.
Wrestling, Layla Shoemaker.
At 115 for the Raiders, Rochelle Barber.
115 for the Raiders is Rochelle Barber
Eliana
against
Sevilla.
Eliana Sevilla.
At 120 for the Raiders, Allie Sprinkle.
At 120 for the Raiders is
Reese
Ali Sprinkle
Wassenberg.
against Reese Wassenberg.
At 125 for the Raiders, Amelia Peterson.
At 125 for the Raiders is Amelia Peterson against Carly Throm.
At 130 for the Raiders, Isabella Stream. For the Bulldogs,
At 130 for the
Katie
Raiders
Brashears.
is Isabella Stream against Katie Brashears.
At 135 for the Raiders, Genevieve Steinwalke. Bulldogs are open. At 140 for the Raiders, Reese Daly.
At 140 for the Raiders is Reese Daly
Emily Martin.
against Emily Martin.
145 for the Raiders, Dre Turner.
145 for the Raiders is Dre Turner, and the Bulldogs are open.
155 for the Raiders, Leon Bernowski. Bulldogs are open. 170 for the Raiders, Cambry Field. For the Bulldogs,
At 170 for
Bristol
Raiders is
Swearingen.
Cambry Striel against Bristol Swearingen.
Both teams are open at 190.
Both are open at 190.
235, the Raiders are open. The Bulldogs.
At 235, the
Isabella
Raiders are
Esslinger.
open, and the Bulldogs have Isabella Esslinger.
Okay, we'll now have the meeting of the captains. The Raiders are coached by Morgan McGinnis, assisted by Katie String, Ryland McGinnis, and Colby Druckmeyer. Bulldogs are coached by Rick Creek, assisted by Derek Raver and
Lots of
Lucas
wins.
Packett.
Right now from the Marysville team, we're expecting lots of wins from them and lots of effort and working really hard on their lots of clean motion between their moves and everything. As Coach Landall said, or as I said before, that they've been working a lot on their moves and their fundamentals and where to go and what the motion is and where their placement is in footing. So we're expecting a lot of takedowns, a lot of quick movement, very focused shots, a lot of clean technique.
All right, after the 100-pound match, for Wamego, Peyton Brazell, and for the Bulldogs, Piper Edwards.
So for the first match is 100. We have Piper Edwards against Peyton Brazell.
Maybe not.
It looks like they scratched Piper Edwards on that match. 105 for the Raiders, Sydney Bollinger. For the Bulldogs,
It seems they scratched Piper Edwards for that match.
All right.
And
Change. At 105,
Piper's wrestling for Rochelle's spot for 105.
Peyton or Piper Edwards instead of Rochelle Mick. She is a scratch.
And it was Rochelle Mick instead that was scratched. Getting a little out of the ring here. Oh, getting back in it. Spiral Nelson. Going for a pin. Four for back points. Piper Edwards going back for the get pin again. Trying to keep her in. Pin. That is a good start for the girls Marysville wrestling team.
At 110 for the Raiders, Nevaeh Beatty. For the Bulldogs, Layla Scootmaker.
Next up at 110 for Wamego, we have Nevaeh Beatty against Layla Shoemaker.
Starting off very fast here. It's a hand fighting. Wamego trying to go for a shoot, going for a single leg. Wamego with a takedown, 3 points. Marysville trying to fight to get back up while Wamego's trying to fight to get a pin, but Marysville's giving a lot of effort in. Pushed out of bounds. Marysville's on bottom. Marysville going for a sit out. Wamego pulling it back in. Marysville trying to fight to stay out of the pin. Oh, it seems the headgear's been snapped off, but I think they're going to try and continue with it. And that's time. Going into second period. Wamego has a 5 and Marysville 0.
So Layla has been wrestling for 10 years, and last year she made it to regionals, and she hopes this year she can make it further than that. And she thinks that a lot of girls on the team have the opportunity to also go to state.
Marysville going on top, Wamego on bottom.
Okay.
So far, lots of hand fighting. Wamego trying to, seems like pull her wrist off to get her to the outside more.
Like to Dexter? Dexter? Okay, I'm gonna ask you what's the importance of having hand control?
What?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, ready. So, like, what is the importance of having like hand control? Like, cause at the beginning they were really like using their hands and playing fast. What's the importance of that?
So I'd say definitely the importance is trying to get the upper hand and trying to get the hands out of the way so you can either set up a shot or try and get hooks in and kind of keep their hands out of the way so you can pull them down or push them to the side to get to their hips. Kind of getting yourself an upper hand and keeping their hands out of the way and having control, being in a more dominant position they are. Seems like Wamego's trying to get a cradle right now. Marysville's fighting really well to not get pinned.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is the period. Going into the third period, Wamego 11. Actually, might be 14 because they just got 3 by points. And Marysville 0. Wamego's going on top, and Marysville immediately trying to go to a sit-out. Wamego crawling right back behind. Marysville straight to a sit-out again. Trying not to get pulled back. Wamego trying to go for the pin. Marysville trying to keep a good bridge down. Wamego trying to push that shoulder down, but not having much success.
I don't know what to ask. Okay. So, what do you see going on here?
Right now, Wamego's trying to get a pin. It seems that they're trying, not really a barbed wire, but more just like trying to pull the arm over. Marysville's trying to keep a bridge or trying to keep from staying twisted to get both their shoulders down.
Okay.
I think that was a tech fall for Wamego. Team score is 6-.
115 for the Raiders, Rachel Barber. And for the Bulldogs, Eliana Sevilla.
They haven't showed Wamego's
Next
team
up,
score.
wrestling at 115 is Eliana Sevilla against Rachel Barber.
Wamego going for a half Nelson. Actually, no. Trying to chop that arm down, Wamego. Marysville trying to get back up. Fighting off the hands. Marysville trying to get control of Wamego's wrist to keep them from...
What does it look like she's trying to do here?
Right now it looks like she's trying to get either a half Nelson or a wing, but or barbed wire.
Okay. There is 1 minute left. What do you think are a few approaches to get out of this situation?
It's hard to say. Oh, well, definitely rolling her out of it. I would try to go for a hammerlock if I could get out that arm, or a cradle. It seems Wamego's trying to fight the wrist.
There is 30 seconds left in the first period. What is it like? What do you hear coming from the coaches that they're trying to get her to do?
Trying to grab the arm and pull through it so they can get chest to chest. Basically, when you're trying to do a half Nelson, you want to get chest to chest so you can roll the person over a lot easier and keep their head down or head picked up so they can't bridge. Wamego defers, and Marysville chooses bottom. There are lots of things you can do in a.
Why do you think she chose off starting bottom? Like, what's the difference?
So when someone chooses to start off bottom, it would normally mean that they are really good at escaping or getting reversals. So like if you can escape, you can get that easy 1 point for escape, like going with a Granby roll or a tripod.
So last year, Eliana didn't do as good as she thought she could, and she thinks this year she'll be a lot better.
Wamego keeping up with the chops, trying to grab that wrist. Wamego running a chicken wing. Not the most comfortable positions to be put in.
What would you do to get out of it?
I would try throwing my leg out, keep my hips away from them. And Wamego trying to run a power Nelson.
There is.
I would leave the team scores to be at Marysville 6 and Wamego 17.
At 120 for the Raiders, Allie Sprinkle. For the Bulldogs, Reese Wassenberg.
120. You go, because
I saw lots of fighting, trying to keep the wrist out of the place, doing really well. I think they did really good at trying to keep the wrist more dominant. But definitely there still could be some more work on footing, but so far really, really, really good.
Now we have Reese Wassenberg wrestling at 125. She's a sophomore, and it is also her first year wrestling.
So far, it looks Reese has trying to get a hook in, pulling her in, throw her off balance. Lots of hand fighting, really good hand fighting.
If you were in this situation, like, what would your goal be? Like, if you were in Reese's position right now,
I would
what
try
you try
picking
to
up
do?
that arm and try going for a double leg or a single leg. Or trying to throw in a hook so you can throw him off balance. Cross face from Reese trying to get into the behind the position for a takedown. Wamego trying to pick her up.
coach is telling her to do?
I think trying to get her arm out and keep her head down, keep her head cross-faced so she can't. 3 points for a takedown from Reese. Seems Reese is trying to run a spiral.
There is 10 seconds left in the first period. 5, 4,
A reversal from Wamego.
2, 1.
Really good wrestling from both parts. Seeing lots of quality technique from Reese.
Yeah, so this is Reese's first year of wrestling. And she is looking forward to seeing improvements throughout the season, throughout herself and the whole team.
So far we're in neutral, fighting for wrists, trying to find an opening for a shot. Reese throwing a hook.
How do you think she looks as a first-year wrestler? Like, do you think she's in good shape to be
I definitely think she's doing really well. Definitely has really sometimes nice positioning, but so far she does really good on technique. Stuck in a really bad position here. And that's a pin for Wamego.
What did you see that was good about this match from both sides?
I would say she did really well at listening to her coaches, doing good on the crossface when the Wamego shot on her. So far, overall, really good technique coming from her. Really well staying low. Obviously, when she came back up, she was a little bit high, but she fixed it. But really well on technique and kind of staying more focused on what to do and on what the coaches are saying and listening in on what's needed to be done.
So next at 125, we have Carly Thom from Marysville against Amelia Peterson. And again, Carly was a state placer last year. She placed 6th.
So far, Carly Thom starting off pretty hot, keeping it moving, trying to getting a good breakdown to her stomach, keeping Wamego down to the ground, then not letting her keep her base up. Trying to throw in a half Nelson, it seems, going for the pin.
There is 1 minute left in the first period.
Trying to keep her in the ring, too. That's a pin. Really good start for Carly Thom.
Yes. Yeah, so the girls I talked to all said that all of the girls are willing to come in every day and work hard, and that's what they like about the team and chemistry. Next up for Marysville Wrestling at 130, there's Katie Brashears, and she is going against Zoe Learned.
Seems we're having injury time.
What do you think about Katie Brashears? Like, I think she is a bully. Like, she
what? Meaning like very physical, like
Yeah.
moves around a lot, very quick, very fast, strong.
Yeah.
Fast start, getting hands in there. Fighting for wrists.
Yeah. Yeah, so I had Katie as a tennis teammate this year, and she's an amazing teammate. She's really supportive. She's super funny.
I think she's hoping to see a lot of improvement this year from her freshman year to her sophomore year. Hoping to have a good quick start. She's obviously put in a lot of hard work, hoping to get way better than she was last year and place in state or maybe win state.
Yeah. What do you see here, Daxter?
Right now, Wamego's trying to go for a single leg. Marysville's fighting it off. Marysville's trying to push that head down. And that's out of this ring.
There is 40 seconds left in the first period.
So far, hand fighting. Marysville trying to get around. Kept that, going for a pin from Marysville. Quick takedown and a pin.
Yeah, Katie she's a bully. Even on the tennis court, she's always trying to bully you, and she works hard every day.
135 for the Raiders, Genevieve Steinwald.
Lots of good technique from Katie.
The
really
Bulldogs
fast.
are open at 135.
At 140 for the Raiders, Reese Daly.
The team score right now for
Emily Martin.
Marysville's 18 and Wamego 22. Wamego up.
At 140, Emily Martin is wrestling Reese Daly.
So far, lots of close contact, very rough hand fighting.
What would you do in this situation?
I would definitely try to build up to my base and try to get a sit out or a good escape. Right now, I'm more just trying to keep the hands off my wrist and build up to my base is what would be my main focus right now.
What does it look like Wamego is trying to do?
From this angle, it's not really easy to see, but it looks like she's trying to get a half Nelson, maybe a wing. It looks more like a half Nelson mostly. Marysville trying really hard to build back up to their base. Wamego breaking them right down though. Seems Wamego's trying to get their wrist out. I think it was a stall on red or green.
There's 45 seconds left in the first period. And Emily Martin is a sophomore this year, so she's improved a lot since last year. She still has 2 more years after this.
So far, it looks like Wamego's still trying to find that half Nelson. Marysville's still just trying to build back up to their base. Lots of hard fighting right now. Wamego bringing them right back down to their belly. Marysville's doing a really good job at trying to keep the hands off the wrist.
What else do you see that's going good for Marysville?
Definitely lots of good, very good wrist fighting, keeping their wrist away. Lots of movement, lots of fighting, not really giving up when it's like close to like losing. I think I'm seeing definitely lots of adversity, but Really good technique, keeping wrist out, doing really well on that.
Him? What did you love most about wrestling and even just watching it now?
What did I love most about
Yeah.
wrestling? The thing I love most about wrestling is probably the thought of not it mostly being strength, but the amount of technique put into it. It was also just a really good way to get my anger out on the mat, and I definitely like to follow in my brother's footsteps after that, keeping it really well. I really wish I could do wrestling.
Do you think that like wrestling's more of like a skill sport, or it's like you just need to like, work at it?
I would definitely say it's definitely a work at it sport. You obviously can't just come into wrestling and have you can have pure skill, but you definitely need to keep working, or sometimes people can catch up to you. And there's a lot of technique and fundamentals to wrestling that you need to focus on. It's obviously, what does the other person have up their pocket? What are they good at? Do they know what you're good at? And maybe they're really good at escaping what you can do.
For the Bulldogs, they are open.
At 145, Marysville is open.
At 155 for the Raiders, Leland Kornowski. And for the Bulldogs,
And then
they are open.
again, Marysville is open. And then next wrestling at 155 will be Bristol Swearingen.
This is 155, Leland Kornowski.
Okay.
The Bulldogs are open. 170
Okay.
for the Raiders, Cambry Field. For the Bulldogs, Bristol Swearingen.
Okay. Bristol Swearingen is wrestling at 170. And she is a freshman.
Marysville trying to get a single leg in, doing really well on it. Got the hands on it. Wamego Marysville trying to circle around, get to the hips. Marysville getting the leg up in the air, trying to fight for it.
So you wrestled. How long did you wrestle for, and like what made you want to follow in your brother's footsteps? Like what was he good at?
I wrestled for, I want to say 3 years. Obviously, I wasn't able to wrestle for long, but I definitely would say the reason why I wanted to follow in my brother's footsteps was because I saw how wrestling was able to turn him into a better person. Kind of, as I grew up with him, he became such a way better person, and he's like one of the biggest role models in my life. And he kind of would always talk to me about, during wrestling, how he felt, what he did, and just how wrestling was able to teach him that even through the most toughest of work, you'll always find a good hope at the end of the way, or a strong foundation to build yourself upon later on in life. I would definitely say it teaches you how to kind of keep and stick with it no matter the difficulty.
So what do you see here, Dexter?
Right now, it seems Wamego's trying to run a half Nelson, power Nelson now, trying to pin Marysville. Marysville's trying to keep their legs out, fight really hard, build back up to their base, and get back up to neutral so they can get that escape point. Marysville trying to get a reverse.
What do you see that's going good for Marysville?
I would definitely still say technique, kind of keeping up with the motion of things, fighting hard for hands, getting that dominance in there, kind of keeping their pace really fast and keeping up with the other teammate, or even being faster and hopefully tiring the teammate out, or not teammate but the other player. So far, very well on fighting for Marysville. They're doing really well. Great technique, great shots, good openings.
If you were to choose in this situation, would you choose top or bottom?
I would choose top because I'm a more heavier guy, so I can kind of keep him down. I really like top too because I felt more of a stronger foundation. But also, I would pick. It really just depends on the situation and what they're good at. I would still mostly prefer to pick top just because I felt stronger, more comfortable, more able to do more things. So far, it seems Marysville's trying to get a reverse. Wamego trying to go for a cradle, it looks like.
There is about a minute left in the second period, and the score is 5-5.
Marysville just tried going for an ankle. They just got called out. Marysville starting back on bottom and Wamego on top. Marysville trying to go out to a tripod. Wamego trying to keep those arms crossed. And
So tell me more about your brother. Did he wrestle in college?
what?
Tell me more about your brother. Did he wrestle in college?
Yeah, he wrestled 2 years for Cali College. For one, I don't think he was able to wrestle for most of his second year due to he had an injury with his neck. He got really bad strep throat, and he almost had a blood clot. Or he did have a blood clot. It was pretty
At
bad.
190, both teams are open. At 235,
What?
the Raiders are open. And for the Bulldogs, Bella Esslinger.
Both teams were open at 190. At 235 was Isabella Esslinger, and Wamego is open.
That concludes the girls' duel. We will follow
Okay.
here in just a couple of minutes with the boys' exhibition.
Okay. So Daxter, what are your winter break plans?
My winter break plans.
Are you excited for finals week? Are you prepared?
Well, I'm not excited for finals week. Definitely, I would say I'm sort of prepared.
What classes are you most stressed out for?
Algebra. Definitely algebra. I am not that good at
Didn't you take
algebra.
that yesterday?
No, I have to take it for the whole year.
Oh.
I did take the algebra test yesterday. Well, technically over the course of 2 days. I think it went very well. I don't know. So far, my winter break plans are go see family and relax, take my time off. So, what are your plans for winter break? Keeping up with basketball?
Yep, basketball practice. We do have a down week though, where there is no basketball practice. But other than that, basketball practice every day. And spending time with family.
Any vacations, cruises, or anything?
Nope, we're just staying home.
No. Are you hoping it snows?
Oh yeah, and then the same thing as last year, we have 3 extra days off.
So, are you hoping it snows closer to Christmas or more closer towards the end of break?
Towards the end of break, because we go to my grandparents' house. We do a little bit of traveling, not very far away for Christmas, but so it can't be icy on the roads then.
I see.
It has to wait until right before school.
You want safe travels to your family your family events.
Yeah.
See what you're saying.
Yeah. What's your favorite season?
Definitely winter.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't like the heat. I'm more of a cold guy. What's your favorite season?
I like fall.
Fall? Why?
You know, like the perfect weather, not too hot, not too cold. There's football season.
I was just
School
about
is
to
a
say,
better place, but like the winter, everyone's just down.
winter's the best part of the year. What do you
No.
mean? That's
No.
rage bait coming from you. No. What?
State my case in what? Oh,
Winter's,
state your case.
Well,
Why
okay.
is winter the best?
you got hot chocolate, wrestling season. Obviously, two of the probably the funnest seasons and the longest seasons. Probably not for the players, but definitely the funnest seasons to watch. Winter break, probably the longest break during school. And then come to think about it, you can have Christmas with your friends over winter break. There's way more things to do in winter, like sledding.
But
You
in the
can't go
summer, and you can swim. You can go on vacation and it's all warm. But like in the winter, you're stuck.
No, you can go. You can dig yourself out. Like it gives you things to do. Like go shovel snow. Go.
Shovel snow.
Yeah,
That's why you
shovel
like
snow.
the winter.
No, I like it because it's nice and cool, obviously. But it's
So, since the wrestling season is so long, can you like walk me through some of the hardships?
I would say for people who are cutting weight, it's definitely staying away from the food for a long period of time and kind of like trying to keep along with that grind. I know after a while it gets hard and it feels long, but the seasons, as it goes, it gets closer and closer to the end. So they just got to stick with it and make it to state and win state.
Tell me more about like the physical toll. Like I know you can see it in school when the boys, you can tell who's cutting weight because they just act not energized. But like, tell me more about the physical toll of it.
I wouldn't say most wrestlers, but some wrestlers can like my brother Gabe. He explains like even after like when he got done with wrestling, he like still has like over the winter he has like all this anxiety problems and like sometimes it's hard for him to eat because his body's just adjusted to like basically going into this mode where it's like keeping itself toned and going like trying to survive off itself basically.
Should we go get two people to interview, or do we have time? Okay.
We're still live on the mics. The mics are still on. Let's go. So, tell me about this boys team. Who stands out to you? And then Lexi asks the same thing back to you.
Okay.
Have a couple big Dodgers.
So, what stands out to you with this boys team, and what do you think is gonna go well?
I would definitely say the thing that mostly stands out is all the seniors, the two seniors. Well, obviously one's injured, but Cam doing his best to kind of keep the team morale up and keep people hype about wrestling season and keep them moving. And then Keegan Warder's returning, hoping to place in state or win state. Kind of, those are probably the two that stand out, keeping leadership in the team and keep everybody kicking along and keep it moving and rolling.
Yeah, I agree with you, but then also Bo, who will be back in January, who went to state last year, and I think he's hoping to make a longer run at state this year.
Yeah, that'll be a good return. Who would you say stands the most out to you?
I say Bo and Cameron was supposed to be, high ranked in 4A for his weight class, but he's out for the whole season because he tore his ACL in football.
Our first exhibition match will be
And then Bo broke his ankle during football, and we'll be back in
For the
January.
Bulldogs, David Erickson.
It seems we're about to start our exhibition matches for the boys.
Okay. Daxter, get in the mindset of a wrestling coach. Give me like a hype up, like before wrestling match speech.
A hype up before wrestling match speech.
Yeah. Like, if you were a coach getting him ready in, like, the wrestling room to go out there and wrestle, like...
I would definitely say, this is a good question. Well, I would think of something I'd tell myself. I would probably tell him, fight like your life depends on it. It's all about survival out there on the mat. Definitely get that win out there and let the hungry dogs eat.
Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want that W. We want that win. We're hungry for a W.
What do you see down there? What's going good?
Right now it seems Marysville's trying to get around to the hips, keep Wamego away from. Right now. Oh, seems like we're down to the mat now. Marysville trying to fight up, kind of keep him moving, rolling.
The end of the first period is Wamego 3 and Marysville 0.
Seems like Marysville wants to start on bottom.
This is an exhibition match, and is David Erickson. He is wrestling 144.
Marysville trying to fight for their wrist, trying to keep their hips open so they can escape. Standing up. Wamego breaking them back down. Seems like Marysville's trying to get a leg out. Escape point for Marysville.
Okay. There is 3 seconds left. 2, 1. And it is 9-1 at the end. So obviously this sport takes a lot of physical, like,
Requirements.
yeah. Like, how do you keep yourself, like, keep going in a match? You know, it obviously looks really tiring. I mean, I've never done wrestling before, but, like, how do you keep energized and keep going?
It's not really. I would say it's more what can you find inside yourself that allow you to kind of dig deep and kind of keep pushing yourself. Obviously, a lot of it's more outside the training room. How much work do you put in outside it during practice and stuff? But definitely in a match, when you're finding things to be tough, you got to find what inspires you the most, or what are you wrestling for, and what are you trying to dig deep for. Just kind of find that hope that you can push through and thrive and win the match.
What do you see going on here?
Right now I'm seeing lots of hooks, fighting for wrists, kind of trying to keep themselves up. Wamego for the win on the exhibition match. That was really good effort coming from David. He kept it strong, kept it moving, tried being fast, kind of overpowering his opponents, fighting for wrist. Even though he was down, he kept going and kept pushing.
Next up is Denton Bogdan, another exhibition match. And he's wrestling at 175.
Hand fighting, starting off fast, keeping it moving. Denton tried to get in that hook. was a good effort coming from Denton. Obviously, it was a very rough position, but he still kept going. He didn't seem too happy about that loss, so I think he's going to try and come back stronger next time.
Okay. So what is on your Christmas list this year? Have you done any holiday shopping for other people?
No, I haven't really been holiday shopping, but I would say what's on my Christmas list is, let me think. Oh, it's a book series I want. Trying to think.
Okay, the starting lineups for the duel.
I would say for my Christmas list, I want
106.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Very good book series from what I've heard. Great TV show. You should check it out.
And for the Bulldogs, Ian Hirschlaw.
What do you want for Christmas, Brinley? 200 roses?
120 for the
What?
Raiders.
200 roses?
That would be a good one. I don't really know. Just clothes.
126 for the Raiders.
Just what?
Just clothes.
Clothes?
Yeah.
Nothing like cool?
No,
like
concert tickets to something.
concert tickets?
Yeah.
132 for
Like
the
hopefully
Raiders.
like
Anthony
What?
merch from a concert?
Bulldogs
No,
are
like
open.
No, like,
the experience.
oh, I see.
138
And the
for
clothes.
Raiders. Joe Nye.
What's your favorite band?
Bulldogs are open.
Or singer? Singer, too.
I don't really have a band, but like Zach Bryan and like Megan Maroney. But then also like Drake.
You're a country
No,
guy.
like two separate.
You're a little into rap and country.
150 for the Raiders. Garrett
Okay,
Peterson.
so getting ready for the varsity boys to start, and Wamego is ranked 8th in the state, and some standouts from Wamego are Harry Costa, who's wrestling 126. He is a returning state qualifier from last year at 113, and he is currently ranked 6th in 4A at 126. And then Knox Karnowski, who is hurt, he is wrestling at 150. He's a returning state placer at 150 and is currently ranked 3rd. And then at 215 is Talon Conrad, who is a returning state qualifier at 215, and he is currently ranked 3rd in 4A at 215. And then Josh Flanagan at 285 is returning from state also at 285 and is also ranked 3rd.
Josh Flanagan. For the Bulldogs, Cam Neatfeld. Raiders are coached by Kyle Wilson, Kevin Brown, Travis Conrad, Matt Krushank, and Luke Meyer.
I'm expecting a lot of
Bulldogs are coached by
strong
James
starts here for
Michaels,
Marysville. It seems that the captains are walking up.
Skyler Gepper, and Johnny Crowley.
Seems like we got Bomani up there as a captain. He's a really good tennis player. He just came to Marysville about a year ago, returning for greatness. Oh, he's also a sophomore. Very big, very lean guy, strong. He works hard in the weights. I have the same weight class as him. He's pretty strong. Very nice guy, too. I'm definitely ready to see him wrestle on the mat.
106, both teams were open.
106,
Isaac
both
Costa,
teams are open.
Liam Kershaw.
And then at 113, Ian Hirschlag is wrestling, and he is a junior. I talked to him a little bit in class today, and he pretty much said he's expecting a lot more than last season. You know, he improved throughout the season, but he's expecting to do a lot better.
Looks like they're fighting for wrist. Ian trying to stay behind the hips, and they're off the mat. Going back to that neutral position. Oh, wait. Never mind, Wamego on bottom. Marysville on top.
What do you think is the best way to start off a match?
Best way to start off in a match? Definitely getting that immediate single leg and kind of going to the ground and keeping it strong. or getting that instant throw and putting them into a direct pin. That would be the two best ways to start off a match. But if you're looking more for the tougher positions, probably going for that single leg, kind of keeping that move in slow, fighting for wrist.
What do you see what Ian's doing good here?
Right now, he's trying to keep Wamego from escaping. It seems that Wamego escaped and was trying to get the takedown on Ian. Ian trying to grab an ankle.
There is a little less than a minute left in the first period.
Seems like Ian's trying to find a way to get him turned or try and get that takedown. Wamego with the takedown for 3.
What would you do right now if you were Ian? Okay.
Wamego trying to get that wing in. Trying to grab that wrist to push him over. Marysville fighting hard to keep it out. Keeping that kickstand.
What do you think is working well for Ian?
I would definitely say right now is fighting wrist and definitely trying to overpower the opponent. Has been doing well.
At the end of the first period, it is Marysville 3 and Wamego 4.
It seems we have blood time right now.
Daxter, if you were still wrestling and you were in a close match like this, how would you handle it, like the pressure?
Definitely would say I would breathe slow in between periods, keep my breath calm, try not to overthink, because if you overthink, you're going to get yourself into a very stupid position very fast. But
Do you
definitely
think-
trying to stay calm.
Like having your teammates right on the side, do you think that's definitely like a confidence booster? Like,
Yeah, I
or
would
do
say
you
it's
really
a-
just not pay attention to them?
I would say definitely having your teammates over, but I would also say more importantly the coaches, because they can give you advice and try to keep you coming along. Obviously, your coaches can come up and talk to you during periods and tell you what you're doing, have any problems you might want to try and minuscule problems you might want to fix during a match. So far, it looks like Ian's trying to get around to the hips, keep his head down, try and get the takedown. Back up to neutral. Looking for positioning, fighting for hands. Wamego with the shoot. Takedown for 3.
So, like a lot of sports like volleyball and basketball and maybe even softball, they require a lot of film study. Do you guys do that for wrestling?
I mean, if coaches want to show you something that you might be doing in a match, but I mean, not really.
So you don't like watch the other person you're gonna compete against and
No, not entirely. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you can, but I wouldn't really say entirely, because it's just all what might be the situation in the match. It's just really hard to determine what would happen and what might happen. So far, it looks like Wamego's trying to go for the pin. Marysville trying to not let it happen.
there is 30 seconds left in the second period.
Marysville trying to keep their hips up, get that bridge going. It was a really good effort for me, and obviously a very tough match. He tried really hard, but he kept pushing through, even through adversity.
At 120 for the Raiders.
Dexter,
Tucker Foster.
what's your favorite
The
Christmas
Bulldogs are
song?
open.
Christmas song?
Yeah.
Oh.
126 for the Raiders.
Oh,
Eric
I
Costa.
don't know. I don't know that
Bulldogs
many.
are open.
I would.
132 for the Raiders.
It's okay to like
Anthony
Mariah Carey
Krugel.
or like Justin Bieber.
Bulldogs are open.
Have you ever heard any of his Christmas songs?
No. And that we'll keep it that way.
Oh, that's hurtful.
Yeah, that's tough.
138 for the Raiders.
So are you more of like an original Christmas music?
Joe Nye.
Yeah.
Like older?
Like God Rest You,
Bulldogs
Merry
are
Gentlemen.
open.
That I would say is my favorite. So what's your favorite song?
144 for the Raiders.
No.
Duke
I
Hayes.
say either All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey or Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
So more hip hop themed songs.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
sounds no classics, no like actual good Christmas songs, you know.
Okay, so at 144, we have Corbin Forrest, who is a freshman. Daxter, do you know anything about Corbin? Like last year?
No, I know he's a really good tennis player. Not a whole lot. He did good. Tried to keep that fight on. Obviously didn't end the way he wanted, but he
150
fought.
for the Raiders. Garrett Peterson. And for the Bulldogs, Keegan Waters.
I'd say he's definitely getting experience right now. But so far, it sounds like he's doing really well in the wrestling room and keeping up.
So now at 150, we have Keegan Waters. He also got hurt during football or before. I don't really know. He was hurt all football season. So he's recovering from an injury now, but he expects to go to state and medal there.
So far, it looks like Keegan's doing really well. Got the opponent down fast. He's getting wrist, keeping him down. Wamego walking out of the mat.
So how do you know who gets to pick if they're on bottom or top?
So I don't think you get a pick when you go, like when someone walks out of the mat. I don't think they get a pick. It's just who's ever like the cause of them being out, I would say. But when they when the captains decide, they flip a coin. Yeah, it's normally the flip or the coin flip that kind of decides like at the beginning when the captains come in, they decide like what they want, or not really what they want, but how they'd start or who would have decision over the other. Keegan putting him in a cradle, going for the pin, and that's a pin. Really, really, really good wrestling from Keegan. Really good wrestler. He's been putting really good work in the wrestling room.
157
Obviously
for
for his
Raiders.
final year, so he's hoping to get that state place medal.
For the Bulldogs, Sam Keller.
So next we have a first-year wrestler, Sam Caller.
Well, to be fair, he did wrestle in junior high. He was pretty good at it. I love Sam. He's a great man.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit in class today also. And he said that he is looking forward to having a lot of fun with the boys. And I asked him what his opinions were on Coach Landahl, and they were all good. And he said Coach Landahl knows his stuff, and he also has a really fire playlist. And he also said he's been working on drilling, but I don't really know what that means. So, do you know what that means?
I would say it's probably more focusing on technique and like what to do in what certain position or what move you want to look in where you're at. Like they said, they want to focus on fundamentals, their positioning, and their movement and where to go after what.
What do you see is going on right now?
Right now they're at neutral. Wamego just tried to make a shot. Sam sprawled out, keeping away from their legs. Trying to fight for hands. Sam trying to make a shoot. Wamego trying to go around to get the takedown. Wamego got the takedown. Sam's trying to grab wrist, trying to get up to his... Sam with the escape. Sam doing really good. Keeping himself moving fast.
What do you see Sam's doing good?
Right now,
here?
Sam's trying to get a hook in, trying to find a shot for an opening. He got a leg. Can he hold on to the leg? Ooh. Wamego's trying to go in, backing out.
There is 5 seconds left in the first period. 3, 2, and 1. The score is 5-10. Marysville with 5. So, Dexter, tell me like the pros and cons of taking risks in wrestling, and like how often do you want to take risks?
Like, you mean risk in a match or risk like for
Yeah,
risk in a match?
yeah.
So I would definitely say where you're at, like if you're trying to take a risk for if it's like the end of the match or closer to the end of the match and you're down, you're trying to get something done in fast. Going for a big move could mean a lot, but the problem is that if you miss it, or you could get stuck in a really bad position and you could cost more points for the team than what it was before. So there's a lot that plays into it, and more just the position of where you're at in the match and what you're needing.
What would you do if you're Sam?
I would definitely try to keep my hips up, try and find a way to get his hand out, get a bridge, push him off, trying to fight to keep my shoulder up. Sam did really well, especially after returning after a long time. He's doing really good, putting a lot of work. I saw a lot of good things come from Sam. Definitely lots of improvement from when he was in junior high, even though it's been a long time since he's wrestled, but he's done really good. A lot of good things coming from him, and hopefully a very good future. Love Sam.
175 for the Raiders. Levi Braun for the Bulldogs. Sam Meyer.
Next up is Sam Meyer. He is a sophomore, and what do you know about him?
Well, I know a lot about Sam. I've known Sam for a while. Obviously, I know his brother Jacob, but so far, Sam likes to come over to my house. He's a really good person. Very strong guy, very athletic, really good lineman for football.
Yeah.
Really great player, great teammate. He likes to keep people up. He's even fun in the lunchroom.
Do you know how he did at wrestling last year?
I don't really know. I know he did fairly well.
Yeah.
So far, he's done really good in the wrestling room, though. I've heard lots of improvement from what his work was from last year. And sounds to me that he's enjoying Coach Landell's coaching a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked him earlier, and he did say that he likes Coach Landell's coaching, and he looks forward to hanging out with his teammates a lot this year. So what I think stands out to Coach Landell as a coach and teacher is just that no matter what, he always believes in you. Like, in class, he's always trying to make you better, and just watching him as a coach now, you can tell that he's never giving up on anyone.
Sam trying to go for a pickup. Sam with the takedown. Trying to keep his hands in.
What do you think he's trying to pull off right now?
I would definitely say he's trying to get him down to his belly. When he was in the stand-up, I would say he's more trying to keep his hand in so he can pull him back into the mat.
If you were Sam right now, what would you do?
Right now, he's on top. I definitely try to go for a good chop, trying to keep him down, kick him down to their stomach, keep it in. Obviously, trying to not to lock hands while on bottom because that could get into a penalty because you can't lock hands on bottom. But definitely trying to break down their base, look for an ankle, look for any way to pin them. Basically, keeping control of the wrist and keeping them broke down.
So at the end of the first period, it is Marysville 3 and Wamego 0.
Sam trying to fight for a leg right now. Wamego trying to push his head down.
Tell me more about Sam as a competitor.
Sam likes to fight really hard for what if he wants to win, he'll fight really, really, really hard for it. And Sam does not like to give up. He's very tough. He's strong.
Yeah.
If he wants something, he will try his best to get it, and he will definitely do it in either the most goofiest way or the most serious way. That is Sam.
Sam said that during practice he's been working on his stand-ups on the bottom. What does that mean?
So for stand-ups, it'd be your escapes, trying to get out, like get that escape point so then you're not just stuck on bottom, getting your base broke down. Definitely the most important thing when on bottom is trying to escape or trying to get that reverse, but mainly trying to escape so you can get that extra point if you can get that takedown afterwards.
There is 45 seconds left in the second period.
So far, it seems like Sam's trying to keep his hands up, he keep his base, trying not to get his wrist chopped down. Sam's trying to do a stand-up, get out, get that extra point.
How important do you think it is to get like just 1 point? Like,
it is very important to get a single
just
point,
that.
even if you're losing by a lot, because like tech fall is a thing where you're like 15. It could have changed, but it's like normally 15 more points if you're ahead by 15 points. But just 1 point is very crucial because like that 1 point can matter later on. Or I would.
yeah. So Marysville has 2 at the end of Marysville has 4 at the end of the second, and Wamego has 2.
So far, Marysville's starting on bottom.
What do you think is your go-to escape technique?
Go-to escape would probably be the sit-out. Lock hands on Wamego. It's a violation.
What do you see that Sam is doing good right now?
So far, Sam's really good at keeping his base up, trying not to get pinned, keeping his arms in, keeping him from getting the wrists. So far, Sam has done really good at standing up and getting out from tough situations. After all, he's a hard fighter. I mean, look at his muscles. He's been putting work in the gym. Look at him. That is sheer will right there. Sam's trying to fight hard for the hands, keep elbows in. Wamego going for the single leg, trying to get the takedown. Sam trying to keep his head pushed down, trying to not let it happen. We're about to go out. Seems like Sam's foot went off the mat, so they put it out.
How important was that he just avoided the takedown?
Did he just what?
Avoided the takedown.
Very important. Obviously, it's 3 points, so he'd be closer to what Sam scores right now, which would make it 6-5. So Wamego would just need 1 more to take it into overtime. So I would definitely say he's doing very well, keeping points from being earned. He's fighting hard. So far, it looks like they're trying to fight for elbows, grab wrists.
There is 20 seconds left in the third period, and Marysville has 6 and Wamego has 2.
Sam trying to keep Wamego from scoring. Getting in a great win for Marysville.
What do you think is the best weight class
Bulldogs
for
are
wrestling?
open.
I'd definitely say between either the lighter weights or probably one of the heavier weights.
So next is Bomani Bush at 215, and he is wrestling Talon Conrad, who is a returning state qualifier at 215, and he is currently ranked 3rd in 4A. I also interviewed Bomani today, and he's wrestled for 8 years. And again, he said that Coach Landahl is an amazing coach. And I asked him what is one thing he looks forward to this season, and he said the snacks right after weigh-in.
Monty fighting hands, trying to keep his elbows down. Wamego trying to get the leg, but Monty trying to escape, getting put down. Monty trying to fight his way back up. Wamego trying to get the pin. Monty fighting hard, and they're out. Great fight right there from Momani, keeping it fast, keeping it moving. He's doing really well.
What do you see that Bomani's doing good? Like
Right now, Bomani's doing really well at hand fighting, getting up, getting his stand-ups out. That was a really good stand-up for Bomani, very fast, very quick moving.
what does it look like that Bomani is trying to do right now?
So far, it looks like Bomani's trying to keep a leg out, keep him from getting his hips. Really good fight from Bomani. He's putting a lot of hard work in the wrestling room, and really well, keeping himself moving. Obviously, he's had to cut down a lot of weight, but look at him. He's still handsome.
So last wrestling for the Bulldogs is Cameron Neatfelt at 285. And then also earlier I talked to Bo Busman, who was a state qualifier last year, again is injured right now, but will be back in January. And he has been wrestling for 12 years. And he's super excited that Coach Landahl is here. And he can't wait to get better under a new system. And he's looking forward to improving a lot since last year. And Cameron Neefeld is wrestling Josh Flanagan, who is a returning state qualifier at 285 and is also ranked 3rd in 4A.
So far, Cam doing really good at trying to keep moving. Ooh. Cam was pushed off the mat. Almost went onto the basketball court. That would have not ended well. Lots of fighting from Cam. Keeping his hips up. Trying to move fast. Cam trying to keep his shoulder up, not get pinned. Going back to his base.
There is a minute left in the first period, and Marysville has 1 and Wamego has 10.
Cam trying to keep his hands from getting grabbed, keeping his wrist free. Seems Wamego's trying to go for a power half.
Also on December 19th, the 2000-2001 state basketball team is coming back for a reunion, so make sure you come and support those girls.
Really good fight from Cam, really good work. Obviously the end of the way is wanted, but he's trying to get better this season. Keeping himself moving along.
That concludes tonight's duel.
And I think that's the end of our duel.
Saturday morning, beginning at 9 o'clock, the NCKL Junior High Wrestling Tournament will be held right here. 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
Sum it all up.
So I saw really good movement. Obviously, they did really good on technique. Mr. Lendl said as they've been working on it the most, but really, really, really good movement, good technique. Obviously, they did it end the way they wanted, but I think from where they're going on the path they're trying to traverse, they've been doing really, really well and trying to keep it going and things moving along. Really, really good future for Marysville Wrestling, though.
Yeah, I just, all of these boys are trying to get better from what I've heard, and they also really like Coach Landall, and it was a hard fight from both sides, boys and girls. I'm Brindley Wolf.
And I'm Dexter Cap, and we'll be seeing you at the next meet.